What's up guys, Lvladen here, and today I'm coming at you with a video comparing some stats between the PTR and the live realms here. And the reason I have the PTR and the live realms up right now is to show you all my current stats that I'm running and to compare it to running a 4 set. So as you all might be aware, I'm not the biggest supporter of the 4 set. The 4 set has been, the 2 and 4 set are both fairly weak in PvP. They add very low percentage of, they are a very low percentage of our damage. And comparatively to running full Conquest Versatility Mastery, there's not necessarily like a net damage gain. However, I did start running the 2 set on retail because of the way that some stats work here. So let me show you what happens when I get into combat. So my in-combat PvP stats as human without running double DPS trinkets are 19% haste, 39% mastery, and 41% versatility. Now, I did decrease my mastery and versatility a little bit with running the 2 set. However, I'm running the 2 set because it gives a net like 5% increase if you take the stamina helm along with, not the stamina, the haste mastery helm along with the haste versatility chest. My haste is also buffed by, I believe, 3 gems. We have a haste mastery on my belt. Let's see here. We have, where are my other gems here? We have a haste mastery on my ring, and I believe there's one more. Yep, haste mastery on my helm. Now, the reason that I don't actually add too much more versatility is because I'm actually, like, even with those other gems, I'm only increasing my versatility by like less than a whole percentage point. And also my mastery does not move really. So what I did here is I took those last 3 gem slots and it actually pushed me over to 18% haste out of PvP combat and 19% in PvP combat. And it makes it so that I just barely touch on the 41% and 40% versatility increases in PvP combat. So works pretty well. I like this. This build it's going pretty well for me here. I haven't really queued too much arenas at the moment. This is where I'm at. 2487 solo, 2122 2v2, and 2163 threes. I might try an actual push in 3s soon. I think some of my teammates are itching for some games, but more or less my stats look like this. However, when you get into if you're watching this video in the future, and it is now Tuesday, the 23rd of January or later, the hotfixes go live for Ret buffing Final Verdict. And that directly impacts, in theory, it directly impacts our 4 set here, because your 4 set should be dealing a little bit more damage because it takes into consideration like the base damage of the Templar's Verdict. I mean, in theory, right? It's been bugged. I'm going to go ahead and test this when it goes live. But I want to go over the set of gear that I run when I take the 4 set here. So let's hop over onto the PTR. All right, so here we are. I'm going to go hop onto the PTR and show you guys what the stats look like in comparison to my live build. So on the PTR, I have my 4 set here. And I also gemmed all versatility mastery aside from my my bracers here, which is primary stat and versatility. And what this does is it allows me to still pick up that 19% haste, drops myself to 38% mastery and 39% versatility. Now these are still pretty good numbers, almost unnoticeable differences. However, with the buff to Final Verdict coming on Tuesday the 23rd, if you're NA Realms, or Wednesday if you're EU, I believe, in theory, that it should push us over the edge into playing the 4 set. I'm not sure, though, because the damage of the 4 set so far, to my understanding, has not been calculated based off of Final Verdict's actual damage. It just is a very small secondary hit where the higher the number is, the lower percentage of the secondary strike. So in PvP, you'd think this would be 12.5% because of the 50% modifier on the PvP set. However, as I've shown in previous videos and Twitter and whatever, that it really doesn't follow that 12.5% hit. it kind of just takes on a mind of its own and is usually somewhere between 5 and 9%, with the lower of the final verdicts hitting around 12.5%. But with the buff to Final Verdict, who knows? Maybe, maybe that secondary effect will be 10% stronger as well, which would be kind of cool. Or maybe it's bug fixed. I don't know. The updates, the class balancing changes for tomorrow are currently not on the PTR. You can verify that by checking out the stamina on the trinkets as well. So stamina is going up. It is still 5% here, but I just wanted to go over what my gearing plans are going forward. Currently on retail, I'm playing the 2 set with the set pieces coming from the helm and the chest piece, and then going into tomorrow, I'm most likely going to pick up the 4 set and then check that out, see if it's actually functioning as intended, and if it is, it might be worth. However, even if it's not worth, Conquest gets uncapped tomorrow anyway, so I can just go back to my old gear set and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what type of gear that you are running. You can check out my character on either Check PvP or Murloc.io for my full breakdown. But then again, these are the stats that I'm running right here. 19% haste, 9% crit, 38% mastery, 39% versatility. You can get a little bit higher haste by running the DPS trinket here. Where is it? We're gonna go with the aspirant here. Oops, there we go. The badge, and then we're gonna run at 24% haste, which is pretty strong. I quite frequently find myself doing this. I don't think the actual Conquest badge is worth it that much because it's crit, but some people like it. Personally though, if I'm running double DPS trinkets, I'm running the double haste trinkets here. All right, let me know in the comments once again what you're planning on running, and I'll talk to you all next video. Peace.